I'm going to start recording. Okay, now I'm going to share screen. See if this works. Okay, so far so good. Present. 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 Can you guys see that okay?
Yes.
Is that still good? No, it's, but why isn't it the bit? Oh, there we go. Like I said, my internet. Okay. We're recording.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to start off. Dar, if you could go to the next slide for me, that would be great.
I can.
Thank you. Okay. So hi everybody, I'm Brianne, for those who don't know. We want you guys to know that it's okay to feel information overload. That's not what we're intending to do here for you guys. We don't want you to be overwhelmed, but there is a lot of information. So we're hoping that we can kind of steer you guys in the right direction. We don't want you to know everything right out of the gate, but we want you to know where to go and who to turn to get that information. So we're going to give you the tools and along the way. So I'm going to show you some more on the next slide. All right. So if you're not familiar with it, when you go to teambeachbody.com, when you go there on your main landing page, you're going to see underneath the top there, it's going to say coach. And then you're going to click on coach office. And in your coach office, they have really simplified your training. So all you're going to do is go to where it says coach office, and click on training. And in the training tab, click on training, then click on getting started. There's 5 videos. Those 5 videos are less than 25 minutes long to watch all of them. And they cover everything from your coach office overview. So what the heck it is you're looking at in the coach office when you go in there. Because there's a lot of information, but we want you to know, like, you don't necessarily need to know where everything is, but we want you to know some of the key things, especially when you're setting up your business, because we want you to know how to get paid. And then starting your first group, which a lot of times you're going to probably be running with your coach anyway to begin, but we want you to understand some of the tools to have for that. You're going to learn about their Success Club system, because those are some bonuses and freebies that you're going to get as a coach, and to understand Shakeology, because it's not a protein shake. It's not just like any other shake out there. And we want you to understand that. So all that is in your coach office, and that's where you're going to find it right there on the screen. But it is also you guys are all a part of Misfits Coach Training. And we have really simplified this for you guys so that it's very easy to look at. All you need to do is when you go into your Misfits Coach Training, which is in Facebook, click on the left-hand side where it says units and go at your own pace. The whole first unit are just these videos. So if for some reason you're having a hard time finding them in your actual Team Beachbody office, we have given you another way to find it in our Misfits Coach Training on Facebook. So it's all there. And then as the units go on, you just go at your own pace. And Darlene's going to talk more about that later in this presentation. So that's it for me for this slide.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Because I can't really see the screen good. Okay. Okay, so first is step 1. Basically, what do? You're going to pick a program. You're here because you're a coach and you want to help people. So in order to do that, you basically need to be proof of the product. So pick a program, start it from start to finish, pick a nutrition program, and start from start to finish. You don't have to be perfect with it, but like go all in and just let people know what it is you're doing. Like, you're starting this program, and this is your journey. So your first step is to pick a program and complete it from day 1 to how many days it is. And this is me too. So Success Club, you might have heard it, you might have not heard it yet. Basically, Success Club are points we get from Beachbody for helping 3 to 5 people a month. Each month, our goal is to help at least 5 people. And when we do this, how we do this basically is we're going to be sharing our stuff on social media. We're going to be sharing our journey on social media, and we're going to be inviting people to join us, to join our challenge groups, to join us as coaches. And with every person that we help, we get a Success Club point. Whether you sell them a challenge pack, which you get 2, Shakeology's 1, you'll learn what all the point systems are later on in this presentation. But basically, when you help people, you get success points, and in turn you get Success Club. So Success Club is basically incentives that like the company sends you, gives you. They give you, we get tank tops, we've gotten backpacks, we've gotten luggages. As soon as you hit Success Club 6, you will get something. Throughout the years, we've gotten many things. Brianne and Darlene got a luggage, skateboards. Also, another thing for Success Club is if you opt into our yearly vacation that we can earn, you get money towards that. Every success point you get gives you money towards that trip. So when you hear us say we've earned this trip, it's basically because we've gotten the success points that we need to earn this trip, which is if you do, I believe it's 10 a month, Success Club 10, you will get that vacation earned for free. I mean, everybody likes free things, right? Like I get all giddy when I get a tank top. So it's like, oh my God, look at that tank top. I need that one. So we get a lot of Brianne's hat. Like there's so, I mean, sorry, Darlene's hat. So that's basically what Success Club is. Darlene.
Okay, that is me. So this is the thing everyone's probably like, inviting 101. My top tip, and the other girls are gonna probably agree with me too, make a list. Make a list of everybody that you know. Start jogging your memory and thinking about, it could be all your family, it could be friends, it could be a friend of a friend that you've met before that you know. It could be the lady at the checkout at Walmart that you have a really good, you know, chatty relationship with. Just about anybody that you know that could benefit from joining in with one of our groups. You've all been in our groups. You know that the momentum there, the support, the accountability, that's huge. And it's women empowering women. I mean, there's no better thing than that. So with your list, just don't discount on anybody. Don't overlook it. And I'm just being honest here. It's rare when people message you. Maybe down the road from now, like when you put a post up and you put an invite out there, people won't message, they want to watch. So you have to work from a list to invite to send it out there. And like I said, making a list of everybody you know. Facebook and Instagram, you have a following, people who know, like, and trust you already. Like you maybe haven't connected in a couple of years, maybe you have, but they know who you are. It's not just like this cold market that they have no idea who you are. They don't trust you yet, so they're not going to say, yeah, I'm in, I want to join your group. Maybe somebody on the list of the people that know and like you would benefit from it. Write them down a list, just start, okay? Get that list, start at number 1 and just start connecting and being a human. Be genuine. Have 5 to 10 conversations every day. Okay, I think, and just going over this, there's invite examples, there's ways to connect, stuff like this. Again, check your Misfit coach training. We've really simplified it. We share everything with these kind of, hey, I just wanted to reach out and say thanks for your love and support on my post. Obviously, take these, but make them your own. Say it out loud, because if it doesn't sound like you saying it out loud, it's not going to say it to your friends that know how you talk. It doesn't sound like you, so they'll know it's not genuine. I think that's everything I had for that. Okay, so this is mine as well. Success Starter Program. Okay, so Success Starters, what is it? Success is the backbone of our business. It helps move your business forward. Each month, you want to help 3 ladies with a starter kit, like what you purchased, or a challenge bundle, however you want to word it, and help them get started with their journey. And you don't have to be a pro. You don't have to know all the ins and outs, and you do not have to be at your end goal weight, because you are more relatable by either being at the beginning or in the middle of your journey. And to me, there's no end. Like, it's a wellness wheel. Like, it's just an ongoing thing. So each bundle that you get in your first month, you try to reach out and help, like Sandra said, 5 ladies. That is a goal. You can help a minimum of 3. By helping 3 women with a bundle, you gain 6 points because each bundle is worth 2 points. And Sandra talked about the Success Club, and it's 2 points per one of those starter kits. So that's what Beachbody recognizes you with for helping others. It's called Success Club. So 6 points equals 3 bundles, and so on and so forth. So why? Why do you want to do this? You get to earn back your initial investment. Like, that's huge. So you're back to square one. And then the other thing is, if you go above and beyond the helping 3 to 4 people, then you're earning back your initial investment, and then you're earning your product and you're making extra money. So, and then you're helping others. That's a big thing. So month 1, perk with reaching Success Club in month 1, you get training with a top 10 elite coach. You get leaderboard recognition. And that's in the back office. You get it in our team pages. Like, it's, who doesn't want to be shouted out? Like, I'm one of those girls. I like seeing my name up there. So does my husband. Anyways, so month 2, you reach Success Club again. This is your goal, to reach Success Club in first month 1, month 2, and month 3. So the second month, you want to do the same thing. You want to help 3 more people again, 3 to 5 people. 5 is the number to aim at, and that's totally doable. Within 30 days, 5 people, that's something totally attainable. So again, you get leaderboard recognition, you get your monthly products paid for, and again, you're earning residual income on those people that you started in the first month. So you're making even more income. So then the next step is month 3, hitting that mark again of helping 3 to 5 people. Again, you're on leaderboard recognition. You get monthly products paid for. You get, this is the big part, you get your free ticket to the coaching summit, which the 3 of us, like, we're very upset we missed it this year because of COVID. But that is the biggest event of the whole year, and you get that ticket paid for. And it's about, is it $275 in there, somewhere in there. So you get that for free. And the other thing that's new, and I wish it was when we started, but you get guaranteed entry into a test group of a new program that's coming out. Any coach that has gone into one of these test groups because they hit Success Club in their first 3 months, their business has excelled huge, large. So that is something that should be the end goal of this month 1, month 2, month 3. You get to be in the test group, just kind of like if you were in the MBF for us, but this is even bigger. And then you get a gift from your coach, because we love gifting you guys. So I think that's everything then. Okay, next slide.
And that would be me. I am up next. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Heather. And okay, so we've talked about Success Club. So you guys are probably like, okay, I keep hearing about points. What are all these points about? How do I figure this out? Is it complicated? 2, 5, 10 points, whatever. Here's the great news. This isn't complicated, like, at all. And we've created this nice, pretty graphic to help simplify things for you guys and to give you something that you can always refer to, especially as you're starting out. It's kind of nice just to have that visual. So there's a few ways that you can make Success Club happen. And the first one on here says a challenge pack. But the thing is that with us, we've always known it as a challenge pack, and Beachbody still calls it that. But what we've realized is that our Beachbody lingo does not resonate to people on the outside who don't understand what that means. So what we like to do now is we like to call it a starter kit instead, because if you think about it, what are you starting with? You're starting with a starter kit to get your journey started. So more people can relate to understanding it as a starter kit. So that's what we like to refer to. So you want to remember that when you're talking to people, you want to speak to them in a language that they would understand if they're not part of this community. So you started with a starter kit, so that's how you want to explain it to them. And I just want to let you guys know, like, be prepared that when you're speaking to people about things like Shakeology that you see here is 2 points, you are going to get people that are like, I don't want the shake, I just want the workouts, I don't do shakes, I don't like shakes. And that's fine. Don't take that personally. The truth of the matter is that people always say that because they're like, it's just a protein shake, and I've had protein shake before and I've had a bad experience, and they're automatically having these like trauma coming back about what it was like to have protein shakes, and they think that this is going to be the exact same experience. But we know it's not going to be the same experience, because obviously Shakeology is not your mother's gross, chalky, slim fast. And I think that's what people have stuck in their heads. But our job as coaches is to teach and educate people about Shakeology. And I'm not saying that you guys need to be nutritionists. I'm not saying that you guys need to be dietitians, because I am not one, you guys are not one, but you're able to speak of experience, right? So basically for me, I've been a coach for almost 8 years, which means I've been on Shakeology for longer than that. And I can talk till I am blue in the face and tell people my story about how when I started coaching, I didn't know what when I started on this journey before I even started coaching, I didn't even know what Shakeology was. They didn't have it available in sample packs. My coach at the time told me that this was the greatest thing in the world. And she told me that, this would help with my journey and the goals that I was trying to achieve. And I wanted to try it. So she actually sent me little scoops in Ziploc bags and sent them from the States to Canada. And looking back right now, I was crazy, but yes, I tried it. And even though that was nuts that I did that, I'm very happy that I did try it, because 8 years later, I am still on it. My husband drinks it, my kids drink it, everybody drinks it. But this is a story that I can talk to people about, so that I'm not selling it to them. I'm sharing my experience with it and why I love it. So this is why you don't need to be a nutritionist or a dietitian. Plus, I always like to let people know there's a reason why Shakeology, after all these years, is not available in stores, because it would be super easy for the owners to just start like having a deal with all these stores and put it there, but there's a reason why they don't. So when people come back to you and they're like, I don't need Shakeology, I'll be fine without it, do I really need it? No, they don't really need it. They can still join you and do a program and still get great results. But the truth of the matter is you're going to get faster results in a short amount of time when you have the complete package, the complete solution, which is what we as coaches offer. So, when you get these people, don't try to sell it to them, just talk about your experience. And the best way to do this, to really get people to understand, is start asking people questions when you talk to them. If you're talking to people and you just jump right in like, you should buy this, they're thinking that you're just trying to sell them. And that is not what we are about. And that's not what we want anybody on our team to be about. So when you ask them questions to get to know them and their struggles, you're able to suggest things better to them, right? So like if you're talking to somebody and they're talking to you and they're like, yeah, I have binge eating problems, or I have a sweet tooth, or, I have snacking problems. You're like, I have something that can help you with that. Or you get other people who are like, my kids are terrible, they don't eat their vegetables. Well, we have Daily Sunshine for that. And just to let you guys know, we don't have the Daily Sunshine in Canada, but we have it in the US. And it's basically the kids' version of Shakeology. And it helps, these kids get their servings of vegetables in. So that is really attractive to especially moms out there who have picky eaters, Or you have people that tell you, yeah, I'm so busy, I'm always traveling, I'm always on the road. Oh, well, we have these beach bars, throw them in your purse, take them with you. It's a lot better alternative than stopping at the gas station and having, Doritos or something like that. So when you get these answers from these people and you're presenting them with a starter kit challenge pack, and it has Shakeology in it, you can let them know why you're suggesting this to them. You told me that you have issues with snacking. You told me that you have a sweet tooth. So they realize that you're solving a problem to a solution. You're giving them a solution to a problem that they told you that they had, right? So this is how we wanted you guys to approach people. Ask them questions before suggesting anything to them. This shows them that you actually care. It shows that you are listening, and it shows that you're not in it just for the sake of the sale. So this is how the point system comes into play. So when you're talking to them about these items, the challenge pack, the Shakeology, the Daily Sunshine, we have the performance line, we have the beach bars, that's 3 cartons of them. Any of these combos that come to a total of 90 PV is how you get your Success Club points. And when I say PV, PV stands for personal volume. And we like to think of that as like $1, right? So $1 equals 1 personal volume point. So it's pretty similar to the dollar system in the sense that it pretty much equals about $90. Next slide. Oh, this is me again. I like to talk so much, my goodness. Okay, so this is your coach office. So when you guys log into teambeachbody.com and you guys go to your coach office, this is the area where you want to frequent like a lot. Like this is an area where you're going to become very familiar with. And this is the first screen that you're going to see as soon as you log in, right? So it shows you your coach ID, it shows you your name there, it shows you your lifetime rank, and it'll show your current status. And you always, always want your current status to show as active. So because when you're an active coach, that is the way that you receive perks and bonuses in this business. And it also means that you're moving your business forward and that you're actively working your business. So how do you remain active? You have to hold a minimum of 50 PV during any 5-week period. And this, and again, PV, personal volume, in any 5-week period. And this can occur in 2 ways. So either you buying a minimum of 50 PV worth of product yourself, or you selling. So if you are selling items, products to people and it equals PV, then that's you fulfilling your active coach status. Or you can also do a combination of both. If you happen to buy something for yourself, it was 25 PV, and then you sold something else from customers and that was 25 PV, you can also do a combination of both. So for most coaches, we all either get Shakeology and or our performance line on home direct delivery every single month, which equals 90 PV or more. So we never actually have to worry about that. And 2 things that I wanted to note is the amount of personal volume that's required for you to remain active changes as your business grows and as you rank advance, which we'll get into a little bit later. But basically you're going to learn about, rank advancing, and we're going to talk about Emerald and something else. But so this is something that when you start rank advancing, your upline will talk to you about this in more detail so that you can make sure that you keep your active status at each level that you advance your business. And also, the other thing that I wanted to touch on is that in order to receive Success Club, not only do you have to hit like the point system that we talked about on the last slide, but you also have to have your own 90 PV on HD, so home direct delivery, okay? So this is not the same as the active one. You yourself have to be buying something every single month that equals a minimum of 90 PV in order for you to achieve Success Club status. And next slide, please.
And that's me coming out, coming out post. Okay, I know for me, and I'm going to be honest here, when I was signed up for a coach, I was so excited. And then my coach is like, okay, now you have to share what you're doing. It was like, right? Like, but here's the thing. It's just simply sharing. It's sharing why you started, what it's done for you, how things have changed, where you're going, and how you want to pay it forward to help other people. Your going public is just a simple post stating all that. And don't overthink it. It's just you being honest about what's going on and what has happened and how these programs have changed. If you've lost a lot of weight, or if you've lost inches, or if you're in the middle of the program, need accountability. Think about your struggles, share them, and how you've learned and how you can help those ladies who are like you overcome them. So that shows and shares that you, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, that you are not a pro at something, but you have more knowledge and you are ready to help other people with it. So like, for example, for me, in this post, I'm like, I'm looking for women who need a fresh start, because at that time I really need a fresh start and really wanted to dive into it. I'm also that person that I want quick in and out workouts. So I'm looking for those people. Like, if there's so many programs that you can be doing, there's 20-minute, there's 30-minute, there's other ones. So you want to share what you have found through these programs in nutrition out there, who you're looking for. And the other thing with me is like, I want quick, simple meals, 3 ingredients, budget friendly meals. I'm all about that. So then I share that, and as well, the thing with going to a gym, I've tried it. So I'm looking for that lady that's tried the gym but never felt comfortable in it, but needed the accountability. So a virtual gym to log into, meal plans that have some balance, and even a grocery list. So you want to share who you're looking for with things that pertain to you. And same thing, I'm not looking for a six pack, but I'm just, looking for healthier lifestyle and maybe those tug of war legs that I used to have. So I'm looking for that ex-athlete kind of thing, or the girl that has some summer clothes she bought at the end of last season that needs to fit into again. That was me, and probably a lot of other girls. So at the end of that, you want to say, want to be in this group with me? Give me a shout. That's called, we say CTA. So at the end of it, you have to do a call to action of saying, want more info? Message me. Don't overthink it. It's just your truth. Like if my tip too, and they even have it on the business activity tracker, is 10 minutes. Give yourself 10 minutes to write a post. Don't go any longer, because you don't want to like overword it. And I've been there, I've done that many times, kind of like said way too much, and then other times not too much. But just, share who you are, share your truth, and simplify it, and you will do great. And when you do this, message your upline, message in the message pods, in the team page, maybe get some feedback if you want to. The message pods are there for help. So we are here to help as well. So if you're struggling with it and not sure what to say, message, but also then again, check into the Misfits coach training, because our example is in there as well of what to kind of post. So I think that's Sandra.
Sorry. Am I unmuted? Am I good? I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. Okay, we're good. Okay, so your Instagram bio. And this goes with Facebook as well. It depends where you do your business on. I'm basically solely on Instagram, but some people are on Facebook. So your Instagram bio is basically like your business card. When people come to your Instagram, you want them to remain there. So it's like you want to kind of get their attention so they stay and browse for a bit. Your bio picture should be something that's very, very clear and of just you. I mean, I know we all want to put our dogs and everybody in there, but your Instagram profile pitch should be strictly of you. A nice, big, clear picture. Your circle's very little, so we don't need your whole body, just like, very clear of just you. Also, you should include your full name somewhere in your bio, either in your Instagram handle or in the name field, which is just below your picture. Your bio is basically a trigger of if somebody's going to want to stay or if they're going to want to browse around. You have like the span of probably 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. People have very short attention spans. So you have 2 to 3 seconds to get their attention and make a very good first impression to win them over. So a good Instagram bio explains basically who you are and what you do, as we call it, like a call to action. So you want to like share a little bit about yourself and your brand and who you are. So for instance, mine basically says I'm a mom, I'm a wife, a mom of boys, I'm a Crohn's warrior, I'm 80 pounds down, no gym, and I help women virtually lose weight at home with at-home workouts, nutrition, and accountability. So my call to action right there was I help women virtually lose weight at home with at-home workouts, nutrition, and accountability. So that is my call to action, and we'll grab the people that I want. Like, I don't care to have people that are not interested in anything that I'm doing. So that's just your Instagram bio. What to post? Darlene covered a lot of that in her, she stole my thunder. She covered a lot of that in hers, but basically you want to pick like 4 to 5 things that you're passionate about and just create content with that and like rotate it, repeat it, like change the content up a little bit, but rotate it. Or you like fitness, nutrition, you like to cook, you like to run, whatever it is. We provide tons of information on this in the Misfits of Training, which you guys should all be part of. And if you're not, just let us know and we'll add you into it. It's nicely laid out. And as soon as you hit, I believe it's unit 2, It basically tells you everything you need to post for 7 days. The script is there, change it up to your own words, and use that as like your guide for the 7 days for every single week. So it's all there for you guys. Again, like Darlene said, if you're not comfortable with posting it and you want us to overlook it, we have absolutely no problems critiquing it and doing all that stuff for you. Your pictures, at one point, I mean, pictures were a big thing where we filtered everything out and they had to be beautiful. And oh my God, you had to get the perfect picture. It's not like that anymore. People don't want the Vogue and pictures and all that anymore. They want you, and they want to see the real you. So as long as it's clear and it's got some good light, that's all you really need for pictures. What else I want to say about that? Okay, so I talked about how it's like your business card. Your feed, I like to call it as like your storefront. So your first 6 to 9 pictures are the first thing people see when they come into your Instagram profile. So make sure in those, I think it's 6 you can only see. It depends how much verbiage you have at the top. Make sure those is like your storefront. Like it's like the front of a window in a store. So it's going to welcome people in if they're interested in what you have. That's all I got for that.
Okay, so we've gone through a lot. So now what, right? Let's talk about goals. This is the part that excites me. Like, I really wish this kind of training was around when I started, because this really simplifies things. Okay, so we've got 3 goals that we're going to have you guys work on and that you want to do like straight out of the gate. So the first goal is to help at least 3 people. Now, helping at least 3 people not only helps them, but it helps yourself as well. So helping 3 people earns back your initial investment. And the easiest way for you to do this is just by sharing on social media, sharing with your friends and family what has worked with you in terms of these programs and these nutrition plans. So this sets the foundation for you building the kind of business that you want. I mean, you're all here tonight, 8 o'clock, you're here, you guys showed up on this call either because you want to build this business full time and go like balls to the wall. Maybe you guys are interested in doing some sort of a side hustle to contribute a little bit more to your family financially. Or maybe you guys are just like me and you want an extra source of revenue to top up the income that you guys already bring in from your corporate job. Like, I was talking to my corporate mentor the other day, well, probably 2 months ago, not the other day, but I said, it's really interesting after this whole COVID thing hit, because back in the day when I lost my job about, 10, 12 years ago, I fell apart. I panicked. It was pulled up, the rug was pulled up from under me, and my world completely crumbled. And when this COVID thing started happening, I work in human resources. I had to terminate a whole bunch of employees. I had to lay a whole bunch of other employees off. I didn't know if we'd actually ever be calling them back again. I, thank goodness, did not lose my job, but I did get my hours reduced by 40%. My husband got his hours reduced as well during COVID. And if it wasn't for Beachbody, this would have destroyed my family and it would have caused a panic like no other. But because I've been able to pretty much match my salary with Beachbody to my corporate job, honestly, this didn't do anything to us. Like, there was like zero stress about that. So, whatever reason that you guys are here, this is your business and you want it to succeed. So your first goal is always to hit a minimum of Success Club 5, which again is just helping 3 people get started on their health and fitness journey with a starter kit. Your second goal is Emerald in 7 days. So this is super simple. Emerald is one of the ranks in Beachbody, and it's the first rank in coaching. And it means that you are officially open for business because now you can cycle bonus. And you get a certain dollar amount, a certain value every single time you cycle bonus, which is something that you can learn about on a call that our teams have called an Emerald call. And we will make sure that any of you guys who haven't been on one of those calls yet can definitely get on one of those calls. And basically what you need to do is, you see the green circle, that is you. And then the blue that says coach on the left and coach on the right means that you have signed up 2 people under you. One has to be on your left leg and one has to be on your right leg. And these can be people who are just like you and want to work the business. These can be people that want to do part-time, side hustle. And these can even be like the discount VIPers that just want to coach so that they can get a 25% discount. And please, guys, don't make the mistake that some of us have made. Never discount the discounters, okay? It's really funny when you start getting to know the Beachbody world that when we hear a lot of the top coaches talk, a lot of them started out as discount coaches. They just wanted to save some money off of their Shakeology, and they ended up learning about the business and falling in love with it and getting these amazing results, and they ended up being top coaches. So don't discount the discounters. The typical way and the way that this usually happens is people sign up their spouse right away because, you know, you're a couple and you're likely doing this together and you're probably, you know, using the products together and you're probably working out together. Like when I started drinking Shakeology, I made the mistake of letting my husband taste it. And he liked it a lot and he kept wanting it as well. So 30-day bag did not just do for 2 people. We had to get 2 bags. So that's one thing that you can do. And then your second person is a family, a friend, a coworker, people that see what you're doing and they like want to join you and they want to do what you're doing, or again, they just want a discount. So this can and should be done within the first 7 days of you signing up as a coach. In fact, we've seen people do it in 24 hours. Like people have just done it like that. If you haven't hit Emerald yet and you've been a coach for longer than 7 days, reach out to your upline. We can definitely help you with that. Maybe we need to go over what to say to people, how to talk to people, or anything like that. That's what we are here for. So the third thing is Diamond in 90 days. So it's like, why? What is that? So after achieving Emerald, your next rank is called Diamond. And this really sets the tone for a strong foundation. And it is a huge milestone in your business. It's basically the start of you being like a really, really big leader and you building your team and leading a community of women that are just like us, who are all on this call right now, who have the same goals, who have similar interests, you know, women who share the same vision and who all want to work towards achieving the same success. So this is when you can really start to see it as a business and that momentum starts building and the excitement like really kicks in during this time. Plus all the recognition and everybody going crazy and you get your like name, what's it called, shown on something called the National Wake Up Call that like everybody sees in the company, and it's amazing. And the best thing about Diamond is that it unlocks new bonuses for you and a bunch of cool new earnings. So like you get something called the 10% matching bonus, which means that you get a percentage of your team's efforts, right? So the more you help them, the more they succeed, you get a piece of that as well. And one thing that Darlene likes a lot is the swag that you get, and you get a whole bunch of different extra perks as well. So what you guys probably notice every time we're talking, the company has set things up really well where they love to reward you for hitting different achievements. Like they really, really love to give you stuff. And I know that in my corporate world, I get nothing. I get absolutely nothing. So it's nice to be pampered a little bit for even doing the smallest of things. So there you have it. Those are your first 3 goals. You know, in your first month, you help 3 people. Emerald in 7 days, you're inviting 2 people to join you. Doesn't matter if it's for discount or they want to work the business. And if you guys notice, the really cool thing about hitting Emerald is 9 times out of 10, that will give you 4 Success Club points right there, because you've likely gotten these 2 coaches started with a starter pack, and that will earn you 2 points each. So you've already almost hit that first goal of helping 3 people in 1 month. And then of course the diamond within the 90 days. So doing those 3 things will give you like success early on in your business. And that is what is going to push you guys to the next level. Next slide, please.
All righty. So we're just about wrapping up, guys. We've got a couple more slides left. I wanted to talk to you guys about the 4 vital behaviors, because you guys have learned a lot, but it really comes down to these. Like these are like the pinnacle of what we do every single day. Why we connected with you guys, what you see us do. Be proof the products work. as we've talked about, you do not have to be a nutritionist or a personal trainer. I mean, some might be. I know I'm not. And so just be proof the products work. Like when people ask me about Shakeology, I can now tell them because I've learned about it in terms of the science behind it. But I'm not a scientist, but I can tell them why for 5+ years I've been feeding it to my kids and my family because of my personal experience. So that's what you need to talk about, is why it is, like how you make it, why you love it. Why do we, like, how do we have this energy from the Energize? Like, what does it do to us? Like, oh, the tingles, but they're normal. It's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? So be proof the products work, because people are watching your consistency. That's going to speak volumes, because you'll notice a change. And I'm sure a lot of the coaches, I know Dar and Heather and Sandra, you guys will attest to this, that after a certain amount of time, people start to trust you. They see you show up. They're like, oh, okay. It doesn't matter if you're at your goal weight. It doesn't matter if you're like at your goal weight and then not at your goal weight. Like it doesn't matter. They just want to see you show up. They want you to be human, and they want to, like, sometimes people watch it because they want to see you fail. So prove them wrong. And that's what consistency is. That's why it's important. So that's number one. Just keep doing you. This is your journey. You got on this for yourself, and keep doing that. Remember that. Number two is share, connect, and invite. And what we mean by that, we've talked about this a little bit, and we've told you where to find the tools for this in terms of talking points and scripts that you can make your own, because we want you to make it your own, to make it sound like you. So you share your day, and it doesn't have to be all fitness. We don't want it to be all fitness, guys. Think about what makes you you. Like, I'm obsessed with donuts. If I find a good donut recipe, or I make it a good donut, I'm going to post about that donut. That's good. And then the next day I might be posting my before and after pictures. You never know. Like, that's an element of who I am. And that's what you guys need to figure out. Like, maybe you're going gray. Well, I sprayed them, so they're not so gray right now. But you know what I mean? Like, figure out your elements, and that's what you post about. Because people don't want to see just like fitness, 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 shake, fitness, 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 energize. They don't want to see that. So don't do that. So just share what matters to you. And then when people double tap it and give you a little heart or comment on it, or maybe they'll miraculously vote on a poll, because sometimes that doesn't ever happen anymore. If they do, message them. And don't be weird. Don't be like, it can be awkward. That's totally fine, but don't be icky about it. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I have a challenge pack, here you go. Just if they see you walking your dog, be like, oh my gosh, I know, like, the weather was so nice. It was so nice to get out. Like, do you have a dog? Like, or go through their feed and see if they have a dog. Maybe they commented on yours because they've got a golden retriever, you've got a golden retriever. Boom, you have something in common. So just be like just be normal with these people. And that's when it's not so scary when you talk to them like you talk to your girlfriends. And that was like a big kicker for me, because I didn't want to be that person. And so when you find a commonality that way, it makes it much less uncomfortable, and you just start developing friendships. And then you can invite them, because then if they're watching your stories for your consistency, whether to see you fail or see you succeed, or just because they like to see you, I don't know, then you'd hit the little airplane thingy there, and you're responding to what they're watching on your Instagram. So if they are watching you work out, and you're like, you know, asked a question in a poll or something, or even if they've just viewed it, you hit the little arrow thing, be like, oh my gosh, have you tried CrossFit workouts before? These are killer. Always, if you want to, I would suggest always ask a question, because that's going to get the conversation going. So that's an easy way to connect with them, and then invite them to something. Maybe they keep watching your recipes and asking you for your recipes. Be like, well, you know, if you join my group, you can get these every single week. You can get like hundreds of them. Did you want more information? Or, hey, guys, here's a tidbit of information. Pretty much all of our new workouts come with free sample workouts. Send them a link. If they're watching you do MBF and they seem interested and they keep watching you day after day, be like, out of curiosity, did you want me to send you a free sample so you could try it yourself? See what they say. So like we said, anyway, we can get into this more, but so that's point number 2. Point number 3, personal development, something that I totally discounted when I first started as a coach. I was like, what is this la stuff, personal development? And I will tell you, it's going to change for you and who you are now and who you are in a year from now. And it's going to change from me to Dar to Heather to Sandra. It is going to be always different. When there's some times when I need to read Rachel Hollis, because I need like just an uplifting read for myself, like to feel like rah, rah, I can do this. Sometimes I want to read more of a business thing. So I'll read Brian Tracy because he's really great with business. And now I'm reading The Compound Effect, which is just about life and like this whole mind blowing, like how every little thing counts. So if you need references to that, Heather actually posted in Swoops today some really good personal development options. So 10 minutes a day, it will literally change your life. And especially when you're on, because we go like this with coaching, with life, with everything. When you're down here, you need your personal development more than ever. You need these team calls more than ever. You need your pods more than ever. You need your fit family more than ever. Because I know, like, these girls have become like my best friends. And I turn to them for so much more than I ever anticipated. And that's what we want for you guys too. And number 4, get people results. Because people, like I said, they need to trust you, right? And some results are going to happen faster than others. And some people are going to want results and not want to do the work. But those people who you do help to get those results for are going to talk to their sisters and their brothers and their friends and their coworkers, and their coworkers are going to see it and they're going to be like, oh, and then you get referrals, or they sign up as a coach and then you help build their team. So it's just like a trickle effect, guys. So just consistency is so key. And these 4 vital behaviors will really, really help just to grow you and your business and just help in so many ways in your life. Next slide.
Okay, is that me? No, that's not me. Who's that? That's not me. I almost took it. That's not me.
That's Dar. That's Dar.
Dar would deserve me to take it because she took Sandra's. You're muted.
Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, use your resources. This is something I'm a big advocate for because likely when Heather and I started, there wasn't any calls like this. There wasn't the tons of resources that you guys have access to at your fingertips. I wish we had this stuff right now. We had to learn on our own. We figured it out. So there's your Coach Online Office. If you don't know how to get into it and navigate around it, just ask us how to actually get into the office. And then I'm going to say spend 15 or 20 minutes for 3 days in a row, just kind of going around, just to find something within there. There is tons of valuable resources, trainings, videos, tips and things to do with the programs, talking points, so much in there. Just take a little bit of time every day and go through it, and then you'll get to learn where things are. The team pages, definitely check into there. I always suggest to my girls, maybe first thing in the morning if something's going to be posted in there, and then at the end of the day. You don't have to, constantly go through. If there's something important, we will tag you in it, or we'll share it in the message pod that you're in. Coach FAQ, same thing. Within the coach office, there is FAQ. So you can type in something in there and it'll pop up, whatever it is that you're looking for with Beachbody. Here's the biggest thing that I'm going to suggest to you: Google University and YouTube University. Use them. You can literally go to Google, type in what is MBF FAQ, and it will come up right there. You don't even have to go in through your back office to try and find where that FAQ is. You just have to type it in. YouTube, there's a ton of videos on there. Vimeo now, if you use Vimeo or can use Vimeo, there's anything to do. Usually go under Team Beachbody, and they have a lot of trainings, like with the coaching summit that we just had. Typically we'd see it in person, but they had to do the videos. So all of them are there at your fingertips to learn anything to do with the business. There is Monday mornings, National Wake Up Calls. That's our weekly kickstart to our week with our business. It's about sharing, it's recognition, first of all. So if y'all are one of those diamonds, you're going to be on that call. And so the recognition is first. The second thing is it's usually, it can be a new coach. Sometimes they have new coaches. Sometimes they have top coaches in there. They have coaches that are seeing success in their business, and they're sharing what is working for them. So it's business development. You need that just as much as the personal development. And that's Mondays at 9 a.m. MST or 11 a.m. EST. And team calls. Check in with your upline. Typically Thursday nights, there's different teams and different levels of the teams. There are a grandma team, Team Rise Up, and there's Fitnique if you're on one of mine, and they're different times. I think they're Saturdays now for those. But check within the team pages or check with your upline and just mark it on your calendar. Make it non-negotiable, because getting on calls like these live, you learn so much more from it. You gain so much more. And it's being able to see you guys in person, quote unquote, you know what I mean, air quotes, and being a part of it live. Sure, you can watch the recording, but there's nothing like being on right in person. If you need to ask a question, you can. You're right there. So that's using your resources. Now it's Heather.
Okay, so that's me now. All right. Okay, so what's next? I'm assuming most of you guys have been placed into our Misfit self-paced training group, and everything is split up by units. So make sure that you guys head through those. If you ever have any questions, you could tag your upline and we will be happy to go through that further and help you guys through that. There is the Swoobs team page group, and there's also the different pods that we have put you guys in for whatever level that you're at. We want you guys to, if you haven't already, set your goals with your upline coach. Sit down with them, explain to them any struggles you're having, where you're at, and what you need. And we will be the first ones to have your backs and to help you guys out any which way we can. Never feel like you're bothering us, because we were new coaches as well at one point in time. That is what we are here for. This is what we enjoy in the business. We are in the business of helping people, not only people who need a health and wellness program, but also our own people. Okay. We want you guys to start sharing your journey. We want you guys to have a good time. And the one thing that I want you guys to remember, every single one of you on here has said yes to coaching for a reason. Okay. There was something about the person that invited you to this opportunity that made you say yes. Think about what made you say yes. Think about what it was about that person, how they presented themselves, how you clearly know, like, and trust them, that you decided to say yes to this opportunity. Like, I'm looking at this screen right now and I'm so happy because, like, I've got Liz on this call right now and she's a returning coach, okay? I got Lisa on this call right now and she is a returning coach. And y'all wouldn't be back if you ever felt like it was a sales customer relationship. You would never have been back. If you felt like you were a number, you would never be here. There's something that made you all say yes. And you guys want to focus on that, because if we attracted you guys to this business, you guys can go out there, attract other people to this business as well. So thank you everybody for attending this call. This is amazing. We would love to open it up for some Q&A. If you guys would, I almost said 2 other letters, by the way. I don't know what I was thinking. I almost said S&M. Don't ask me why, but I'm sorry. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself. I should just go. If you guys have questions, feel free to type it in the chat thread, unmute yourselves. Y'all have to have some questions. I know we were good, but we weren't that damn good. What did y'all think? Any feedback? Anything y'all want to say to us? We didn't lose anybody, so that's good news.
Was anybody terrified about anything we told them? What is scary?
Orietta wants to say something.
All right,
yeah. This is like the 3rd time, I think, that you've asked me to be a coach.
No, I've asked you 6 times. I counted 6 times.
3 that I know of.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right? I mean, and I just want to say thank you for being persistent. Thank you for not giving up on me, because I think that was really important, and that really showed me, and that's why I said yes, because I think you see it in me more than I see it in myself, and I just want to say thank you for that. Yeah, I'm nervous as fuck, but like I know that's normal, and I know I'll get past it, and once I get past that, I know I'm an outgoing person. I know I'll be successful. I just want to say thanks, actually, more than anything. Just thanks for having me here and being inspirational.
You made
So
me so happy saying that. Thank you. You should also know Brianne told me no 7 or 8 times as well. Yeah, y'all have this.
I did. We'll have to
You
compare
guys that are
notes.
really scared and have that fear in you. I think your first personal development book needs to be Fear is My Homeboy. Get that one, either listen to it or read it for you guys that are nervous and scared. And trust me.
Okay, I'm writing that down. Thank you.
We got a message in the chat thread. It says, what happens if ever for some reason we don't stay active? I don't think that will happen, but it's a fear. Who wants to take that one?
Sarah, I don't think that's going to happen for you. I don't know, Heather, do you want to talk about that, or did you want us? I'm trying to, like, I mean, it just, it depends on where you are rank wise. Like Sarah, you're already an Emerald. So, Heather, do you want to take this one? Cause this was your slide anyway.
Yeah, no, so as I was mentioning the different ranks, you've got to hold different PVs in order to keep that active. So the basic for a regular coach and an Emerald is 50 PV. It is so easy to get these things. Put that fear, that doubt out of your mind, because that's not even a thing. Like, that is not even a thing. And then as you rank advance, that active PV is going to go up. But you got to understand that as you're rank advancing, it means you're growing your business, you're growing your team, you're growing your sales. And that, again, is not an issue, like, at all. So that's just a fear of, that's a self-doubt fear. And you need to kick that in the teeth, to be honest with you, because that's not even a thing on this team. You know what I mean? That's not even a thing. Trust and believe it's not going to be a problem for you.
Yeah, Sarah, I actually just had this conversation with someone else today, because we were talking about how with Success Club, it's 90 PV on HD. So I know for me personally, I just get my shake every month and I don't even think about it. And then anything else I get ordered is under my husband. Well, he's a coach. But I mean, he's one of my coaches on my downline. So anything that I order, like other than Shakeology, I order under him, because then it counts towards volume under him, which is something else we will teach you about as well in terms of team cycle bonuses. But as long as you've got, like, if you have your performance stack or your Shakeology, those are, I mean, I don't think I think there was 1 month that I missed it because there was a promo and I almost like, and then you'll get like your 365ers too. So that's another thing that you get. If you keep your Shakeology on auto ship, they send you things every year. Like, one's a cup, one's like this big thing that I actually hold my flour for baking in. And then they send you like this really fancy wine glass, I think I get this year. And then, like, you get all these things for just continuing on your Shakeology. So if you keep that on auto ship, it's not even don't even have to think about it.
But it is something that you should be on top of and check your back office, because it can happen where you might change the date and you didn't change it to the right one or whatever. Because if you are going for like goals, like for instance 12-month Success Club or 24 months, if you miss that 90 PV or whatever it is, whatever standing you are, that's gone. Even if you hit your SC 6 or 10, you're out of that. And it's also for your success points towards your trip. So you should constantly just keep an eye on that, because it can happen where you think you might have it and you don't. You put it on hold because you wanted beach bars instead or whatnot. So just make sure you check in the office. And I know with Brianne, you had yours like right down to like the 31st.
It was 1 day off. So my order usually was on the 31st. And then there was a promo on the 1st that I really wanted. I'm like, oh, it's within this, but it wasn't. It was out by a day. And I qualified for the Success Club trip and I almost lost it because I pushed my Shakeology 1 day into the next, like, outside of the window by a day. And thank goodness, Beachbody was like, okay, we'll make this exception. I'm like, oh my God. I remember, I think I panicked and contacted Sandra. I'm like, oh my God.
That 1 day. Yeah, you can't go on that. And it's like no one's responsibility to check on that but yourself. So just make sure you're active in your back office. We'll show you how to do that.
And
because once you
though, we do check, but like we check you guys in our downline. But my tip, Thursdays, because Beachbody weeks are Thursdays to Wednesdays. Okay. So you actually have a week in your office. If it says red inactive, that's a warning. So it gives you from Thursday to Wednesday at midnight to make sure that you are active. Or if you have coaches, a downline, if you're Emerald, to make sure that they're active. But we do check.
Yeah. There's just a lot of perks, especially once you hit Emerald. We don't want you to lose. So we're on top of it. So we're usually pretty good about messaging, but it's easy to see in your coach office too. It's right on the main screen there. Sarah's got one more question there. So do you go down in rank if your coaches don't show up for the role? So so if you have coaches who are go inactive under you, then you will be a lifetime Emerald. So you won't lose that title, but you won't get paid as an Emerald. So the perks that you get, and it shows you on your main screen, it says like lifetime rank and paid rank. And sometimes like there's a bit of flux that happens from time to time, but you'll see it on your screen. So if they are going inactive, it's just a great reason to build up more coaches under you as well. And that's why we said never discount the discount coaches, because they help you stay active. Like they help you keep your rank as well. So.
Anybody else have anything? Any questions, comments, concerns? No? Going once? Twice? Sold. Okay. Okay. Thank you, ladies, for popping on. I love doing this, and probably other girls here can attest to that too. It's just paying it forward, and it's the same thing with your fitness journey. If you're loving it and getting results and feeling great, it's just paying it forward to other women. So thanks for popping on tonight. The recording, we'll get that up, and if you want to rewatch and take more notes, that's amazing too. So thank y'all for joining in. Bye, guys.
Please. Thank you.